sector is clear.
Give us everything we got! All wings.
What's going on, guys? It's Rookie here, and this is a review for the campaign part of Star Wars Battlefront 2. This game, you know, I know this game's got a lot of backlash over the last couple months. What a lot of people don't understand is I don't really think I've seen anybody really review the story mode, like the campaign missions and whatnot. But I guarantee you, after all that stuff that's gone on this year, this is probably the one thing that's helped this game be, you know, still amazing to me personally. Like all the different, you know, planets that you that you visit on this game, and you know the gameplay is kind of the same as multiplayer or arcade mode, but that's not the point. It's just a story, and you know the chatter that's going on behind it. Not every random, oh, there's a grenade, or up on the, you know, or they shout out where everyone is. This story mode had me like, man, this gotta be a redeeming quality. It has to be, because of all the backlash, you know, the multiplayer's been getting for the pay to win stuff, which I've come in contact with since I've gotten this game. You know, I've been one shot a couple times, but you know, you come late in the game, it comes with the territory. Losses are meant to be had. You know, we're not winning every gunfight. You know, it's not gonna happen unless you're hacking, and that's, you know, whatever. But the story mode really had me like, wow, they actually did a good job on this, which I felt like they could have done on the first game instead of giving us that handful of maps. But I had a lot of fun with this, especially, you know, one thing that I did see that kind of had me like, wow, EA really did make this game, was because, you know, I think Endor, the forest planet, the planets that got a lot of forest in it, even where the Jedi Temple is as well, some of those assets were used from Battlefield 1's Argonne Forest. I could tell just by looking at the trees or looking at the ground as I'm, you know, going around and playing. But I thought it doesn't matter. That's not really going to hurt anything. One thing that was like, I was hoping wouldn't be trash is, you know, whenever you get to play as Iden Versio. That's the main character of the story mode. Then you get to play as different, you know, key characters from, you know, the Star Wars universe, like Han Solo, Leia, Luke, and then Kylo Ren, and let's not forget Lando Calrissian. I think there's one more person you get to play as, but I'm not necessarily sure. I know you play with Iden, you know, I ain't gonna say most of the game, because every other chapter you're playing with, you know, one of the heroes from multiplayer. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing as, you know, the different characters that they have on here, though. Like, I play multiplayer and I'm trash, but anybody that's got a lightsaber. But if it comes to shooting, if I get Han Solo, it's over with. Luke, I like playing with him. Even though he really wasn't fighting too many enemies, I don't know if there's, like, you know, a difference in the amount of enemies that you fight depending on what skill level you put it on. I played the story mode on normal, and I thought, you know, I never really felt in danger. I mean, I've died maybe a couple times. I've died a couple of times for sure, but I never really felt in danger in gunfights unless I'm, you know, pulling my Call of Duty and running all the way up into everybody's face trying to use the Vanguard while I'm getting shot by a snipe, and some random soldiers while getting meleeed in the back by some screaming stormtroopers. But other than that, I never felt in danger playing this game. I don't even think I lost with Luke once. I've died with Leia. I've died with Han Solo. I've died with Iden multiple times because she just don't got no type of abilities. I've died with Lando. And Lando's a cool character to use too, because that man's got freaking high noon. I did not know that this man had high noon. That is a cool power to me personally, because, you know, I didn't really see him have too much skill in the movies. But I could say after watching all these movies and then playing all these games, dude, this story mode really had me thinking like, oh, that happened, I know her. Like, I'm about to go back and watch all these movies. Like, I really want to buy 3 again, because my my joke that I've been using lately is I got the high ground. I know everybody knows that's from is when Obi-Wan Kenobi was fighting Anakin, and they fought. He cut his legs off and then got turned into a piece of bacon. But literally, this story is good. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, it's my opinion regardless. I think the story is very well put together. I think the characters have very good, character progression. Like Aiden, she always thought that she did everything correct. But then whenever, something happened to her home, she was ready to leave the entire empire, which she does. That's why she's hanging with Leia right now and Shriv, which I don't remember this dude from any of the movies, and I'm guessing that you're just supposed to know him just because of the games. But I never knew this dude. But I like how she turned out. Like, she's like a real stoic woman. I know it's feminism 2017 that's still going on right now. It's probably going to leak into 2018. There's a lot of good characters that are coming out that are females. I think you guys should play a bunch of those games, but I'll get to that later. But she's a real cool character to play as, like, if you ask me. Like, I really like using her because you get this one woman that's highly skilled and trained, and she's already a commander of her own ship, of her own little Inferno squad. Well, she takes that name with her because she's a leader, and she acts like, these are my people. There's nothing that nobody can do to take them away from me, which only one person leaves. Most of their crew goes with them. But the fact that, she can see that what she's doing is wrong and then switch to the good side, though it may have been like a little hard road, I think that that's great. And even like the ending of the game, like what's being showed right now, I like how they went from her talking to her dad where their ship's about to blow up, him letting her leave and saying, I have to go down and atone for my sins, but you still have a chance to go and do better. They did this real dramatic scene right here. It kind of reminded me, it wasn't Uncharted 2-esque dramatic. It was more Mass Effect 3 when you're walking to your death. Like, it doesn't matter what choice you choose at the end of Mass Effect 3, you're gonna die. And that's one thing that had me hit like, oh, that freaking sucks. I didn't want him to die. But, she gets away. She gets the happy ending, for a couple decades. But personally, the gameplay is super fun. The story is good. I didn't understand the little love part. I guess they had to slip that in there because it's a Star Wars movie. You got to have a human aspect of these games, but I didn't understand how they fell in love, like these little office type work flirts that they were doing, and all these little brush moments, or oh, you love it, like I think that's a bunch of high school stuff, if you ask me, or a bunch of white collar office party type romances. But at the end of the day, it makes sense because, it brings yourself into the DLC that's recently come out called Resurrection, which is pretty good. I'm going to play that story mode too. And then I'll put a review up for that. And, I'm really happy that I got to play this game because this is a great game to me. The multiplayer may be a little janky. I know they took out the microtransactions, and I know EA's still under fire, but I genuinely had fun playing this game. The gameplay is on point. The art's on point. The planets look freaking amazing. They look amazing to me. The characters, they're not bad either. I'm playing this on a regular PlayStation 4. Only thing that's spec'd out on my PlayStation 4 is I got 2 terabytes. None of the graphics look any, 4K or 1080p. But they still look pretty good on this TV that I have. And I had fun. I don't really care for graphics for this game because I wasn't really expecting old graphical change. Like, the worlds are huge. You look for graphics, go play Battlefield 1 and then come play this game, and then there you can compare those two, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to have fun, review these games, and tell you what I think about them personally. But I can say I had a lot of fun at this, but my favorite part of the campaign was the epilogue, which is pretty much a prelude to the Resurrection DLC, is when you get to play as Kylo Ren. Personally, I didn't like him in the movies because he was a real messed up kid. But playing as him and getting to know the extent of this man's power had me like, yeah, this dude's definitely Darth Vader grandson. Like, he's a beast. Like using him, I was like, this dude is a freaking beast. And like, he doesn't have to. He's not a man of many words. Like, he don't talk much, but he all like the one sentence he will say is, "Look, man, no matter what you do or don't do, you're gonna die. I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna find what I want." This dude is amazing. I don't think I have him unlocked on multiplayer yet, but honestly, it doesn't really matter to me because I suck with lightsaber people anyway. I suck with Jedi and Sith Lords, bro. I'm trash, but I had a lot of fun with this, guys. This is Rookie Reviewer, and I'm out. Sit here for the rest of this cutscene, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
You know, if you wanted to hire my ship, you could have just asked.